Have a Thank you, Tina. Today we're going to have a presentation for you from Brittany and Lucretia. And so I don't have anything else as far as opening comments, so I'm going to pass it off to them. Do you ladies want questions during the presentation, or would you like us to wait until the end? How would you like that to be handled?
Typically just do the questioning at the end, if that's okay.
That's totally fine. So if you guys have questions, we'll do that at the end. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, everyone. I am Brittany Halfide, and I'm an outreach associate with Recover. I also have Lucretia Hoffman with me, and she's on our case management side, and she's a policies and procedures guru, so she'll be helping with me with those more in-depth questions you may have at the end of with our Q&A. If no further ado, I will start the presentation. Just give me 1 second.
For the first time ever, a criminal trial involving a former president, Donald Trump, lobbying court facing 34 felony counts of false.
So today I will be reviewing our 2020 program overview and specifically our owner-occupied wildfire mitigation retrofits program. Sorry, 1 second. So I'll be presenting our Recover California housing programs for 2020, and these are federal disaster recovery funds for homeowners affected by qualifying 2020 wildfire disasters. The program is managed by the California Department of Housing and Community Development, and it includes 2 main program types, our mitigation program as well as our rehabilitation program. So a little background on the program. So HUD has allocated $231.2 million in federal CDBG-DR funds, community development block grant specific for disaster recovery, funds to assist homeowners impacted by disasters that took place between August and November of 2020. And those 2 main program types are our owner-occupied rehabilitation and reconstruction, or OOR, and those are for damaged main dwellings related to the disaster, and owner-occupied wildfire mitigation retrofits, or OOM, for homes that did not sustain damage, but currently have fire mitigation needs on their home. So these are 2 separate programs for 2 different populations and their specific needs, and these funds can only be expended within federally declared disaster areas for 2020. A list of the counties are here, but I'll talk about this a little later in the presentation. And as I was previously mentioning, I briefly mentioned the OOR program here, but we'll be focusing on mitigation. But if you would like any additional information on the OOR program, you can reach out to me and I'll provide my email in the chat. So for our mitigation program, it is called the Owner-Occupied Wildfire Mitigation Retrofits Program, and this program provides grants of up to $50,000 to homeowners who have disaster mitigation needs on their property. An important distinction for this program is that the home does not need to have sustained damage in a disaster, but just be located in an eligible county and must have current home hardening or defensible needs on the property. Some of the eligible activities are those that increase the level of protection against wildfires, including defensible space and home hardening. In order to be eligible for the program, the qualifications are the applicant must have owned and occupied the home in question as it being their primary residence at the time of the disaster. The home must be located in a HUD-designated eligible county. The homeowner must also be eligible for federal benefits, and this is just meaning that they're a U.S. citizen or qualified alien. The home must be a titled single-family dwelling or manufactured housing unit on a fixed pad. So some of the ineligible structures or homes would be secondary homes, RVs, rental properties, multifamily housing, and condos. A homeowner must be current on their property taxes, and one big factor is that the household income must be 80% or less of area median income for the specific county and determined by HUD published income limits. How an award amount is determined. So this funding is considered gap funding and funding of last resort after other sources or programs have been exhausted. So these things are taken into consideration during an award determination. An eligible homeowner's mitigation award is determined by estimating the mitigation needs cost and subtracting any other funds that are considered duplication of benefits, or DOB. And DOB refers to any funds that have been received by the homeowner for the purpose of home hardening and or mitigation measures. And from these can be sources such as insurance, government, charity. And our case managers do work very closely with an applicant to determine what would be considered DOB throughout the eligibility process. So what exactly do we consider mitigation retrofits? Again, these are activities that are going to increase the level of protection against wildfires, and specifically, it's going to be to the wildfire prepared home standard. Defensible space would include creating a buffer zone around the home, one that's free of any vegetation or other combustible materials, and instead includes non-combustible materials like pea gravel or hardscape. Our home hardening activities would include fitting a home with materials like fire-resistant roof shingle, gutter guards, and trim, as well as fire-resistant skirting around the home. So as I do mention those activities, the program does acknowledge that the maximum award of $50,000 may not allow for all necessary wildfire mitigation activities that the home may need. So the program has the following level of importance approach that it's developed when it's creating its scope of work, and it's going to be based level 1 being as the highest priority, level 2 and 3 in order, until there is all the wildfire mitigation items are prepared in that scope, or the maximum award of $50,000 per household is reached. So in our level 1 being of most importance that the program has deemed, it is activities such as placing pea gravel under a home, creating fire-resistant skirting around the home, enclosing porches and decks with ember-resistant skirting, using fire retardant paint on porches and decks, stump grinding and hazardous tree removal, and creating that defensible space landscaping. So in level 2, that would be enclosing gutter elements with fire-resistant material, installing metal gutter and gutter guards, installing fiber cement exterior siding, replacing roof shingles with Class A asphalt shingles and fire-resistant roofing materials. And lastly, if those activity, or if that $50,000 has not been exhausted, it would be installing metal exterior doors, including the garage door, and installing dual paned windows. So where exactly is this funding being spent? So in both our rehabilitation and our mitigation programs, the Recover California housing programs are only available in our HUD designated most impacted and distressed counties, also called mid areas. And for 2020, this includes disasters in Butte, Fresno, Los Angeles, Napa, Santa Cruz, Shasta, Siskiyou, Solano, and Sonoma counties, with those events happening between August and November of 2020. And at least 70% of this funding must go to low to moderate income households with an AMI of less than 80%. And these income limits are based on the area median income for the county, and it can vary widely, as we know, throughout the state. So a little bit about our application and our program process. So we are doing outreach in events and meetings such as this. We do tabling, as well as making calls to FEMA lists and such. And our goal for the program is to reach the low to moderate income homeowner and the more difficult to reach communities and individuals. So where our application can be found, so it is on our website on a portal called Neighborly. This application can also be done over the phone or online with a case manager's assistance, as well as we do have a paper application PDF on our website, and it can be mailed to an applicant. So for both our programs, this is a kind of an overview of what the timeline would look like and what an applicant can expect from the program. So after eligibility is determined, our construction management team will complete the assessment and create a scope of work for mitigation activities. Then they'll complete and inspect the work defined in the scope. And we want to note that from the point of eligibility until when construction is complete, our goal is a year timeline there. I do also want to note that to make it a little more clear, that we have our own construction management team. So these funds aren't directly given to a homeowner. They would be given to the construction management team to perform the work required. And with that, we can open it up to some questions. Thank you so much. Do we have any questions?
Thank you, Brittany. I don't see any hands raised at this time.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go. Are folks okay with other kinds of gravel in terms of the landscaping and other fireproof landscaping? Because pea gravel, I don't know, it's roly-polies. It's like walking on marbles.
Have you had that question before, Lucretia?
Not that exact question, but what happens is, so these are like pretty standard options that we're offering through the program, and our construction management team. One of the things that they'll do is go out and do an inspection of the property to determine what the best option is. If that is a concern for an applicant that pea gravel may not be the best option, they can have that conversation with their construction manager. But I do want to kind of manage expectations and just that may be the program's best option to offer the applicant. But I can definitely reach out to them and, as a follow-up, and find out if there are other options besides pea gravel. But as it stands right now, that's our options being provided to applicants are pretty standard and uniform.
Thank you.
Do you know how long the program is going to be available? Like I'm looking at the website, I see that the 17 and 18 programs closed January of 24. And I'm sorry if I missed it, but I just wanted to, in case that question comes up.
That's a great question. So right now, our application period is scheduled to be open through, I believe, July 1st, 2025. So there is still time to apply. And so we always encourage people to apply early, because if that money becomes allocated out, then the application may close a little bit earlier. But for now, it's at least until July 1st, 2025.
Thank you. And it's anywhere in the county, right? So not just the area that was impacted by the fire. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I also want to mention, because we get this question sometimes, it doesn't have to be in a WUI area. It could be in the suburbs, you know, anywhere in the county.
So I'm looking on the website and I see the two spots for the 2020 program and the 2021 program. Where on here can I get information on the program that doesn't require me to register or log in? Because I'd like to share this through our social media to make sure that our community knows about it.
What information are you looking for exactly?
Just kind
That
of
you
what
need to share.
the overview of the program and who qualifies and
So you can actually find that, we can post a link in the chat, a direct link, but we do have a program resources page. So if you go to that Recover California site, I'm assuming that you see those two blocks that say login 2020. Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a link that says program resources. And you click there and you can find copies of our policies and procedures, our flyers, everything, all of our public facing information is posted right there on that link for all three of our programs, 17, 18, 2020, and 2021.
great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alfred, you had a question?
Yes, ma'am. So my question is, for property owners that have already gone out and done some of this stuff to prep their houses and things, is there any type of reimbursement they can do, or is this only from the program application forward?
This is only for the application forward. Right now, the program is not offering reimbursement. So we're just here right now to assist folks who have not done this work to their homes already.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Well, that was very informative. Thank you. I was not aware of this program, so that's great.
Well, thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Lucretia. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
You, anytime you need us, feel free to reach out.
We will. I have your contact information now. So
Wonderful. Take care.
you as well. Thank you.
Okay, well, that was a little faster than I was anticipating, so we might get out of here early tonight. We're gonna go through some partner updates and just sharing anything relevant to the group that you want to share, any questions or any conversation that you all would like to have on any topic. I have Rochelle from Green Valley Fire Safe Council. I don't know that she's on, I don't see her name. Anybody from Green Valley that has an update or any questions? Okay. David Stevens? Pleasance Valley? David, are you on? Okay, anybody from Pleasance Valley Fire Safe Council? Okay, I know we have a representative from our newest Fire Safe Council, which is Glen Cove Fire Safe Council. Raphael?
Yes, hello, everybody. My first meeting, we are just getting started in the program. We have completed a fire safe. We are almost complete with our Firewise. We had to, because of the size of Glen Cove, we had to divide it into 5 different zones. So we are doing a remapping process right now, but hopefully plan to have that done by the end of the week. Hopefully.
That's so exciting. Well, thank you and welcome. Karen, Solano Resource Conservation District. Karen, you look like you're unmuted, but I cannot hear you.
Yep, yeah. Sorry about that. Karen Young, Solano Resource Conservation District. On our end, we had been circulating a request for proposals for a forester for our post El Niño tree removal work. That RFP has closed, and our plan is to make our selection recommendation to our board this week at our board meeting on Wednesday. So hopefully we will have announcements about work beginning on that soon. We're very much looking forward to seeing that start to happen. A reminder, I know that I've spoken with many of you about this. We did receive a CAL FIRE planning and permitting grant over the last year with the Yolo County Resource Conservation District. So that is to fund fuel reduction projects that involve prescribed grazing and prescribed burning throughout the county. We are working with a number of different potential partners to plan these projects and identify sites. But if you know of an area that you think would be a really good fit for this, please reach out to me. I'll put my email address in the chat box. And again, that's just for planning and permitting for fuel reduction projects that involve prescribed burning or prescribed grazing. Additionally, the Solano Prescribed Burn Association kind of exploration meetings have been continuing. We've got our next one scheduled for, I apologize. I do not have the date handy.
April 23rd.
What was that, Chris?
April 23rd?
Thank you. I thought that was what it was, but then it wasn't showing up on my calendar. April 23rd at Station 64, Vacaville Fire Protection District. And that one will be covering permitting aspects. Our last one was focusing on liability questions. Thrilling topics, but if you are wondering about prescribed burning and how to actually go about it while following the rules, we invite you to join us. I'll put the link into the chat box. The last thing is somewhat fire related. A lot of updates from us tonight. We are teaming up with some other Solano County groups and the Student Conservation Association to offer a summer East Bay Climate Resilience Corps opportunity for Solano County youth. So it's field work opportunities for high schoolers and then team leader roles for high school graduates that it's going to involve some habitat restoration, water conservation projects, some park and trail work, weed removal, and also some fire related learning and hands-on experience. So I will put the, there is not one consolidated page for it yet. There are separate pages for the two different applications, but if you email me, I will send you those pages. That's it from my list. Chris, did you have anything else to add for the RCD?
Not right now.
All right.
So it's just during the summertime?
Yes. Yeah, it's
Okay.
about 1 month, I believe.
I'll tell my daughter she's graduating this year, so
Okay.
sounds interesting. Chief Aberzini.
The only update that I have is we've had a meeting with agency partners and some of the property representatives for the fire break that we're working on the east side of Sioux City. So it sounds like we're making some progress, but we'll just keep going from there. So hopefully we can get that in the next month or two.
Oh, that's exciting. Cool. Thanks. I know Chief Long was not able to join. Is CAL FIRE on? Don't see CAL FIRE. Okay. Solano Resource Management.
Hey Robin, it's Matt Hardy with Public Works. I just want to give an update. We started our mowing program starting around the 1st of April. We've got 5 crews assigned to be out mowing. Unfortunately, we have one piece of equipment down right now at the shop, so we're running 4 crews, but as soon as we get that 5th mower back up, it'll be out in the field mowing as well. 3 of the crews are assigned to the west side of the county. And then the one at the north end and the other one down in Montezuma Hills. So they're making good progress so far. And once we get that 5th mower up and running, we should be doing even better. So that's all I got.
I have Tanya from Yolo Fire Safe Council. Is Tanya on? I'm just going from, it's like celebrity squares. Okay. Sherry from Napa Communities Firewise.
Sorry.
Okay. And Tina from Solano OES.
Hi, just wanted to share that our Wildfire Community Preparedness Day is May 4th. It is a Saturday. It is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It will be at Lake Solano and the day use picnic area. I will be sharing a flyer, a PDF, and a JPEG version. Please share on your social media pages. Karen had already uploaded the flyer on our events page, so we are very excited. We hope we can see your family and friends there as well as yourself. It will be a family-friendly event. We are super excited about it. Please share and come.
And this is an annual event. It's actually being hosted under the Solano Fire Safe Council. So it's not just a Solano County event, it's a Solano Fire Safe Council. So that's all of our organizations coming together. Thank you to those that have been on the planning committee with us. We are trying to make it super family fun and friendly, especially since it's at a gorgeous Lake Solano Park. And fingers are crossed that the weather's going to be really nice. Can't guarantee it, but I'll do everything I can. So getting lots of participation from our partner agencies throughout the county. We're going to have fire, but also law enforcement partners, since they play a role in evacuations and other services during emergencies. Some hospital partners playing as well, and then some private companies that work in this space and some of our nonprofit partners as well. We don't have a list yet, but working on some food trucks to come in to bring in some snacky snacks and lots of games and fun things for kids to do. So that's the goal. That's the plan. Please, please, please share it out. We are gonna have some giveaway items, just, everyone's gonna have their swag bags and different things and different fun things to come and do. And it's coming tomorrow. We're gonna have a big Connect 4 game. I challenge everyone to Connect 4. We're gonna have some cornhole going on, set up, and then I'm getting a big Jenga. And I'm challenging to Jenga. I'm better at Jenga than the other ones. So come on and bring the kids. So
And to add to that, Solano RCD, we will bring that home hardening, throw ember through the house game that we have.
that's always fun. And then we're gonna have fire extinguisher kits where you can learn how to use a fire extinguisher, because there's live flame doing that. And then just, getting to shoot water out of fire hoses and try on fire gear and doing other fun stuff. So that's the biggest thing we're working on at Solano OES right now. So there's probably other things happening that I can't even think of because my brain is about trying to get this event to, to be successful. So if there's any questions for anybody on the call, open it up, group discussion. We've got some time here. Chatty Cathy's tonight. Can't get you guys to slow down at all. Okay, well then Tina's got some.
Sorry, really quickly. There was a question in the chat that I missed. Someone had asked, is there any help out there for people trying to rebuild that are having trouble getting through the county or city building permits?
Carolyn, I don't know. So why don't you email me what kinds of questions and challenges, and then I'll see what I can do and who that connection should be made with.
That sounds great. Sorry if I missed your email address.
I'll put it in right now.
All right, fabulous.
Yeah. I basically only know the answers to like a quarter of the questions people ask me, and then I say, but I know a guy. So let me see if I know a guy.
That sounds good to me. And from USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service, I can tell you that our current RCPP program application deadline has now passed for the second one for this fiscal year. But I checked and I'm dropping the link in the chat. The program is still going to be open through 2026. So if people have projects that they might want to have us come out and see what we can do, let us know.
Okay. Cool. Well, we're making record time tonight. So you get 31 minutes back. Have a lovely evening.
Question.
Fantastic seeing you all.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh, no, go ahead, Jorge.
Yeah, it should be kind of quick. Yeah, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Jorge Zavala, Disaster Services Program Manager, Catholic Charities, Yolo Solano. I have my colleague here, Chelsea, and from Yolo County. And so we serve both counties. And with that, personally, I'm going to miss out May 4th, but I got Chelsea interested and available to help out with that outreach and education. Don't know if there's still space available for us to have a table and even offer emergency preparedness loteria, a type of disaster ready bingo, and giving out a couple of prizes to folks. So for more than able and willing to come through, I did send out a email to the VOAD group as well for Solano County VOAD to see if we could represent our work and share information about what we're up to. So we're going to hear back, but just wanted to put out a feeler to see if there's any more space for another organization.
Yeah, we still have space. I'll have Tina email you.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
And I'll stop by the migrant centers are opening on Wednesday, so excited about that. All right, y'all. Take care.
All right. Last rounds. Okay. Thank you all. Be safe.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.